times that you have to think about it. If you say, well, I want to just take the cheapest. All right, brother Wayne. Is that your full name, Wayne, or is it Dwayne?
Just Wayne.
Wayne. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Well, yeah. So basically, we're having this meeting because I need to know a few things and more things about your business, what you're trying to do, et cetera, so I can help you be able to incorporate and establish your LLC. So that's essentially what we're doing right now to have this meeting. It won't be long, but I do need quite a bit of information. I have my computer right in front of me or my notepad, so I'll be taking notes as we're talking so I can help you establish your LLC. So we can get started right now. So the first thing is, what type of business are you looking to establish?
Well, I have quite a few endeavors. We already started a vending business. We go to events and sell beverages, water, Gatorade, and so forth.
Okay.
Vending machines. Also, we are looking for a food truck. The next one would be we have a timeshare, so we like to utilize that as Airbnb in it or just travel agency. Uh, of course, real estate. I'm a veteran. I get the VA home loan and whatnot. I wanted to utilize that in my business. And also, and last but not least, government contracting. I heard that was kind of easy. I'm a veteran. I know a couple of guys that had great success with that.
Okay, so it sounds like about 5 different type of businesses that you're looking to basically establish. But in this particular instant, because for, say for instance, tax purposes and for other purposes, I would highly recommend that you focus on one type of business that you will look to basically name this business, because we're looking for a name for this particular business, and we don't want to for you to get in any type of tax issues or tax problems. Say for instance, mixing up real estate with a food truck service or the vending machine service and things like that, because these are different type of taxes that you'll be filing. So I would highly recommend that if you're looking to create multiple businesses, that you have multiple LLCs, and
Okay.
under businesses you be able to file the appropriate paperwork. Because again, if you have a master LLC and then you have child LLCs, then what will happen is that you'll be able to your master LLC, it won't be held liable for whatever the child LLCs may undergo. So if you're, say for instance, going through a tax audit, you don't want for all of your businesses to be audited, right? So if it's like, say for instance, you're on your food truck, you may collect cash or whatever case may be, you don't want for that to be intertwined and that to come on your real estate business or whatever other business that you have. So that's why it's important to just set up multiple LLCs and then do it that way, because it saves you a lot of stress in the future.
Okay.
Uh, so with that being said, what do what is your first or the main stream of income that you're looking to get? So, just whatever business that you're looking to, business endeavor you're looking to delve into.
Well, the primary one is the government contract.
Okay. So with the government contract, what type of services will you be providing?
I'm gonna middleman that. What I'm gonna do is see the service and products that the government is requesting. I'll find a subcontractor and middleman the deal.
Okay, so one second. Okay. And so can you explain more about that business?
They have a website. It's called SAMS, where the government provides you with all the contracts that are available, and even break them down in different demographics. They break them down to minorities, veteran, veteran minorities, veteran disabled minorities, and such. And they have janitorial services, repair services, buying iPhones, and they give these contracts out to small businesses, and then I don't have the product and everything, but what I'll do is I'll call similar businesses in that same category and price them, add my little fee to it, and then put that in as a bid. And then I'll win or not win the contract. Um, but if I am granted the contract, I'll get paid, and then I'll pay the subcontractor out of that.
Okay. What is the website called? Name, how do you
Sam's.
spell it? Okay. How do you spell that?
S as in sad, A as in Adam, and M as in moon.
Oh, Sam. Okay.
.gov.
O.gov. Okay, Sam.gov, because that's important to notate. Okay, so basically what you'll be doing is you would bid for certain contracts. Um, and I have to look more into this particular website. It's my first time hearing it, but you'll be bidding for contracts and will then get this. Now, are these like various type of contracts that, can you, I guess, elaborate, maybe tell me maybe 5 different types of businesses that or contract that you can get, like diverse in terms of diversity. So you said one was you say vending, or what was the other one? You named one, but can you name more?
Oh, this pertaining to the government contracts. There's a vast category. The government needs the toilet paper up to asphalt in the parking lot. They have
Okay.
various services, uh, screwdrivers, whatever the government needs. For the troops and for the government business, they give out these contracts to small businesses. Now, what I do is I find one. It doesn't even have to be in my area. It can be in California. I'm in Ohio. It could be in California. They need the driveway re-asphalt. So what
Mhm.
I do is I contact asphalt companies in the area locally, and I just get a estimate. And like I said, I add my consultant fee onto it and everything, and put it in as a bid. If I am awarded the contract, I pay I contact the subcontractor. They do all the work, and I just collect my fee.
Okay. Okay. 2 businesses. All right. Let's vote. Yeah, I'm just writing it down. Okay. Okay. So now this is obviously a government entity.gov. And so they provide contracts to businesses, right? Businesses such as what you're looking to establish, that's good. And that's important to know, because when we create the LLC and we incorporate, we'll have to basically notate that you are a subcontractor a for a government entity, so federal
Okay.
government. So because you'll
And
be
I I wouldn't even go the subcontractor route. It's just that that's the way I'm utilizing the platform.
mm,
They give out the bids, and then you put in your bid. Now, if you're awarded the bid, you can do the work yourself, or take it as I do it, because I'm not out in California, or they have a place in Alaska and everything. And what I'll do is I'll find somebody local and I'll subcontract it out
okay.
to them.
Got it.
I'm the
Okay, so
primary.
got it. Okay, got it. So okay, so you'll be the contractor, and then you'll subcontract to the others.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So, do you have any name in mind? Do you have any ideas in terms of what you would like to name your LLC?
Well, I did a lot of research, and just finding out more information about the whole process, and basically just vague and generic. Bartley Inc. My last name Inc. or
Okay.
Bartley uh, Entrepreneur. It doesn't, that really, I know it has to
Yeah.
be basic, so it doesn't say
Yeah.
investment
Right.
or real estate, because that'll hurt me on my funding.
Right. So, okay, that's good. Yeah. Last name Inc. That's perfectly fine. That will definitely work. Let me just highlight this. Okay, perfect. And what state are you in?
I'm in Ohio.
Ohio.
Can I have some
Yeah.
Yes, you can have it. You can have it, baby. Right now, you have anything. Give me 20 minutes. I'll be back on your butt. All right. Sorry for the interruption.
Yes, sir. No problem. Let me look up Ohio Secretary of State. Let's see the. I'm just looking up the website right now. I'm gonna share my screen with you. All right. So do you see my screen?
Yes.
So as I said, each state is different. They have their own rules, laws, regulations, etc. So basically, we are going to see if we can. I'm going to do just some brief research in terms of how we are going to do it. Every state has their own LLC or their own interface. Every state is different in terms of how a person would then go to incorporate their business. So in every state has their own state taxes as well as the processing fees, etc. So we'll have to look into that to basically get all the information for you. All right. So yeah, I'm here. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yes, basically what I was looking for is someone to structure the LLC with the right what's that NAS number, NICS or whatever that code is, and to structure it so it would be able to get funding. You know, I mean, I'm a disabled veteran. There's a lot of funding out there. I just want to have the correct paperwork, so when I show up, you know what I mean, I'll be already above the game.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, so we can actually do this for you within 24 to 48 hours. I can go ahead and take care of this for you because I mean I know all about this, but as I say, each state has its own interface. I was able to find where you would have to do it here. First, we need to create a profile for you, which is username, password, your electronic signature right here, and then we will then create the profile. And well, we actually go here first, and then we'll create a profile. And from there, then we'll have to work on the details. So they're going to ask various details in terms of what type of business structure, et cetera, et cetera. And we'll go through the whole process. And I'll actually go through the process with you. So we'll have to set up another call. And on this call, this is where we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. We're going to have to go and establish everything, etc. What I would also recommend is basically you set up or create a business credit, because as you are getting this funding, I would highly recommend that you establish business credit, you build business credit. That's so you can get funding, not just from the government entities, but also you get funding from other sources, lenders, credit cards, etc. What's really good about business funding is that you get much more funding for businesses from banks. Is actually 10 to 100 times more or higher than personal funding. So I would highly recommend that. And business funding is always good, and establishing your business credit is relatively easy if you know what you're doing. And so I want to be able to assist you with that as well. But
yes, that's why I saw you on YouTube and everything, and that's what made everything click together. Is that I do have some negative items on my personal side. I'm about it fluctuates from like I would say 650 to 690. I did recently was approved for a $20,000 Navy Fed card. So I was working on my credit, and I know the ins and outs, little hacks for that and everything. But what I was interested in someone structuring the LLC, the phone number, the business email, the physical. I don't know, is a physical address better than a virtual address? See, those are the things I wanted to make
right.
sure that structure was on point.
Right. So nowadays, especially after COVID, the physical address isn't, in terms of having a brick and mortar, isn't as important. It's not more important than having a virtual address or even using your home, because they know that many people have dealt with entrepreneurship. due to the economy. So they don't put as much leverage on having a brick and mortar as they did, say, for instance, 5, 10, 20 years ago. So we'll be fine with that. We don't necessarily need a like a virtual address, but I would definitely say that having like a PO box or something that you can use, that's perfectly fine. And we'll go through the entire process to help you, set everything up and establish it. And a good thing with the Secretary of State is that you can always go back and modify and edit certain things. You can't modify it. Now if you want to change the name of your LLC, then you have to go and you have to amend it, and they have certain fees that's associated with it. So you don't want to do that. So make sure that the name that you choose, which I think Bartley Inc. is a good name. So we'll definitely be fine with that. So yes, sir. Do you have any other questions for me?
I had a billion of them, but now I went through the process. Just getting on the Zoom now, I'm kind of perplexed.
Understood.
But that what I mean, that's basically that. I just want to structure it correctly. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So when I'm in these meetings and everything is on an even playing field. So all I got to do is put my sauce on it so I can win these contracts.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing, as I said, although it's not say all be all, but the name, that's the first thing. You don't want, you don't want some crazy name that's not even associated with what you're trying to do, but having your last name is always good for you. I'm going to also look into this website, sam.gov, just to understand more about it. But as I said, within 24 to 48 hours, I'll be able to help you fully structure your LLC, create it, and you'll be within the Secretary. Once you establish it and you submit your forms with the Secretary of State, then it may take 2 weeks, give or take, maybe 14 days for them to, or for you to receive something. You're going to receive a letter in the mail, basically from the Secretary of State with the approval. They'll have the stamp on it, and then you'll take that particular document and you'll save it. I would recommend that you do two things. What you do is that you would scan it and save it to your computer, because this is a notarized document. Excuse me, and you don't want to lose it. But then also, excuse me, you want to make sure that you store it somewhere else. You store it somewhere safe,
Okay.
because something were to happen, you want to have all of your paperwork. Keep everything. Keep all of your paperwork to make sure that you don't lose it, because when the time comes, if you have to file taxes, or if you have to do whatever you need to do in terms of say for instance, next year. I'm gonna give you like an example. So you can have like a 1 year. You can basically establish your LLC or incorporate it for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, etc. The higher the better, because I would highly say that, say for instance, 3 years, right? So that'll be by 2025 that you'll have to, refile, or just not necessarily refile, but you'll have to just update it to make sure that that is in business. But I would say the higher number of years is better, because it's less amount of times that you have to think about it. If you say, well, I want to just take the cheapest route, because I need to establish it, and it'll be a 1 year term, and then you may forget it. You may forget about it next year, and when you forget about it, then that'll end up putting your LLC in bad standing. I'm gonna show you this right here. And so you don't ever want for your LLC to be in bad standing. Do you see my screen right here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you can't go back. But right here, see go home. So it says obtain a certificate of good standing. So this is very important. Many
Okay.
many states, or say for instance, if you're trying to get funding, you can't just show them, you can't just submit your that that you have incorporated your business, but you're also going to have to pay for a separate certificate of good standing. So the
Okay.
fees are different from state to state, but you always want to have this. You don't want to lose this certificate of good standing. Not every state requires, or requires their the entrepreneurs to have them, but many, or probably most states do. So there's just another thing that you want to look out for, and I'll be able to help you with that. So just these nuances and things like that, is just very important to know. That's so you can make sure that you are secure, your business is secure, and that you don't have to worry about the stresses that many people who may have not been aware of various things have to worry about. But I'll be able to help you through everything throughout the process.
Now, you know what I mean. I am a disabled vet, and my disability is my eyesight. That's why I needed someone to kickstart off the paperwork and stuff. I can handle the back office stuff, but the office with the paperwork, I needed somebody like that. Now, you saying that do I need a personal a business phone number, a 800 number, uh, a physical address, a website, a business email? Do I need those type of things?
So it's not necessary, but well, I'm not saying not necessary, but let me say it like this. It depends on how sam.gov on what they request. And that's why I said I'm gonna have
Okay.
to the website and see the sign up process, because when we go to sign up, they may ask for, say, and I'm sure that they're going to ask for email address. Well, if they ask for email address, you don't want to put, WayneBartley@gmail.com, right? So
That's
you
true.
have a business email address set up, and so I'll
Mhm.
be able to help you with this as well,
Okay.
as well as your phone number. Now, you don't need an 800 or 888 number. Most times it's not. Now that's not necessary, and the reason why is because most people who have local businesses, they'll have either people contact them on their cell phone, or they'll have like a business cell phone or business phone number, but it has their local uh area code, not area code, yeah. So say for instance 504 New Orleans 225, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, that's not necessary for an 800 number, but for you to be able to establish authority, I would highly recommend that various things be put in place. But we'll go over everything for you. But again, I have to take a look at the website first.
Okay, I'll stand out. Totally understandable.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Well, if you don't have any other questions for me, that is,
One more question.
yes,
What's
sir.
the ticket?
Pardon me.
What's the price?
Oh, yes. So we'll actually go over that offline. I just didn't want to put that in the recording, but we'll definitely go over that. My fees are very, very reasonable, especially for the amount of work that we're going to be doing for you. But we'll take care of that for you, brother. We'll
So
take.
what other services do you provide? Will you also provide avenues to funding?
So yes, I do. So I do provide avenues for funding. But generally speaking, when you first establish or incorporate your LLC, you won't get much funding. They want to see some type of track work. They want to see something that you've done, and typically it starts with, say for instance, getting a small business credit card, right?
Hmm.
Or a small vending account. You apply, and that's why I mentioned your business credit, because
Hmm.
when you establish it, then this helps you get more funding, not just from the government, but other places, and then this also helps you fund your own business. So there's a lot that can be done, especially with what you're trying to do. And so I think that this would be a really good opportunity and match for us, because then this allows us to be able to go ahead and help you get these contracts and also help you get funding, so you can do what you would like to do in your personal as well as business life.
Now, I started my journey, my entrepreneurship about, like, I would say maybe 2 years ago. But
Okay.
first I had to clean up my credit. You know how that goes.
Mhm.
So I cleaned it all the way down to these three items that are really hard for me to get off. Do you also provide a service for that too?
Yes. Yes. So in terms of personal credit, I definitely do that as well. I'll send the link for you to sign up, and you'll have access to my credit healing engine and system software, which is a software that I recently launched, but I've been working on it for maybe 8 or 9 months. And so you'll be able to have access to it. Inside of it, you'll be able to view our dispute letters that we're going to be sending out for you. You'll get monthly updates. You can also read our Knowledge Hub, which teaches you about real estate, teaches you about business credit, and it's all free inside of the software. Very powerful, very, very good information. You can also eliminate your debt using our debt reduction and credit card payoff calculator inside of it. If you like to assess your finances, you can use our financial assessment software that's inside of it. So there's many things that you can do inside of Chess, and it's just an amazing thing. And everyone that has signed up and is currently utilizing, they love it. So I'm definitely happy about that.
My only concern with that and everything is my eyesight. I
Mhm.
love your program and everything. I love what you're talking about in your videos. The only Henderson that I would have is my eyesight, like small on a staring at a screen on the phone or a screen on a computer, mess with my eyes. So
Mhm.
do you have like a full service, I would say,
Oh,
type of
yes.
deal?
Well, no, so yes, it is a full service, but it's just that we have additional um products for people who are looking to not just build their credit or repair the credit, but you're looking to build your credit, or you're looking to do other things. And I'll definitely work with you to help you with that. I'm glad that you mentioned it, because maybe I can put um additional aspects of, or I can help you with. So after this call, I'm going to just message you, let you know what the fees are for me to be able to establish all of this. I'll also let you know what we'll be doing for you as well. And then we'll take it from there. As I said, then our next meeting, we're going to have to do a walkthrough, because you're going to need to insert your credentials.
Mhm.
Or what I can do is, you can share your screen with me. You have to have access to a computer.
Uh-huh.
And I can just enter everything for you, and I'll take it. I'll do everything for you, as I said.
Outstanding then. Outstanding. Okay, I'll be waiting for your text. Mola. Well, you know what I mean. I make all final decisions, but I do have a wife. Second in command.
Yeah, yeah. Same
So,
here. Same here.
well, she called me number one, so I guess that means she the captain.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, okay. Good talking to you and everything, and everything's
Likewise.
on my part. Everything's look peaches and cream. So
Okay.
I'm a molar over with her. We're gonna check out the pricing and everything, and then get in contact with you as soon as possible.
Absolutely. I will definitely do that, dear brother.
All right.
All right, brother. Talk to you shortly.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.